Master, dinner is served. Igor, it's not that I don't appreciate the effort, but you know I prefer my meals uncooked. And how many times have I told you about using garlic? Yes, Master. Forgive me, Master. Please. Bite into Paradelphia. Thursday nights at 8, only on Toxic Radio. Paradelphia. Because what if it's all true?
In the beginning, there was radio.
The radio is one of the outstanding developments of the 20th century.
A radio transmitter was used for large-scale public entertainment.
Then came computers.
You got to keep up with the times, you know.
Imprints of man's never-ending path of progress.
Back in my day, we didn't have no fancy computer boxes to use.
Shall we play a game?
The internet tied it all together.
The internet gave us a whole world of exciting new possibilities.
A bright new era dawning. A new dimension in communications.
It is possible to establish communication instantaneously from any place at any time.
And now it's the 21st century, and we've made it all toxic.
Hold on to your hats. Okay, we're ready to roll.
This is Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe. Play it toxic.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like listening to Toxic Radio?
Goddamn right.
Well, don't forget, this is the 21st century. Join us in the social media world. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pornhub.
Pornhub?
Nah, just kidding. Or am I? Toxic Radio. Get infected.
What's up, everyone? This is Jeremy from Five Finger Death Punch, and you're listening to Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe, play it toxic.
Hey, this is Mike Busey, and when I'm not touching myself, I'm listening to Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe, play it toxic.
Hi, it's Steve Morrison from the President Steve Show, and you're listening to Toxic Radio. Get infected like you would with a cheap hooker.
What's up? This is Whitney Payton, and you're having your ears penetrated by Toxic Radio. Dub P.
Excuse me if you see me playing under the desk. I'm not doing nothing inappropriate. I just got
What
body.
the hell did we just start off with?
I was down there fiddling. I was like, oh, yeah, get that volume on right. There you go. Turn it up.
I'm
to the left.
Wow.
Oh, that's it right there. So other people like, what the hell is he doing? So I had to let them know I'm not playing with my stuff. I'm up here. I am playing with my stuff, my headphones. And the bad part about it, the headphones, they still doing what they want to do. I don't know what you did, Mike, but these headphones is going left and right, in and out. But I don't care.
Oh, damn it. I apologize.
It's all good.
I
so
tested.
I'm playing.
Your show is the test show for everything.
Every time. Now I'm up here looking like a freak under the desk playing pocket pool with my wires. You know what I'm saying?
Is that not normal?
Well, not blatantly like this. All the camera all in me. I feel like Pee Wee Herman.
Camera's in you?
Look at looking at me. Like I can't make a move without it looking at me. And we got a lot of people. See, when I talk nasty, a lot of people come into the chat room. I noticed that. When I'm talking about
you're saying
God
is
and church and all that, and how I felt when I left church today. And I ain't been to church in a minute. I've been virtual. You know what I'm saying? He still can prick your heart through the virtual.
Somebody asked, why did you have the towel then?
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Don't read the comments because they
Why
will,
not?
Let me
Why
tell you,
not?
when you read the comments,
really
they
going to
will
bring it on.
They will
Trust
throw
me.
you off because you know I
No.
start reading the comments and I'm having a conversation with my comments instead of having a conversation with my guest or Mike. Toxic Mike is in the building. We're missing a little bit of Laura today, but. Yeah, I just like to say, and I want you to put.
Did you see that new thing? Did you see a new thing? I'm adding all kinds of elements to your show.
I'm saying, man,
new
this
stinger transition. You like that?
Right
Look at that.
It's like Batman. Holy cow, Batman! Yeah, I'm sitting here like this show is doing. That's why I say it's like riding a roller coaster. I'm sitting here like this show is really doing something. The slime is coming out of this stuff and bouncing balls. And I ain't got a new outfit, but I got new stuff around my outfit. So Toxic Mike is in the building, my great engineer, and I like that shirt, man. That's that OG Supreme and the No Experience Pimpalicious shirt.
That's what we call the foot fetish shirt.
Actually, yeah, I guess you can say that, man. And you know, that picture is my logo for my band, and it's actually I call it the OG logo because it's the first picture for the album that it was the actual album cover. Pimpalicious, and then somebody turned it in some graphics, and we put it on some shirts, and everybody love it. And you know, one pair of boots ain't here no more because she passed of cancer. So I always honor her with that shirt because you know she was my buddy, and I I didn't mean to bring the show down, but I'm telling you, man, that shirt mean a lot to me, and I'm always keep that graphic alive and that picture alive, and that's all. And the picture happened after a video shoot. I'm wearing white, all the girls got their boots on, and the guy was like, "Stay still," and he got on the floor and he took a picture of my sneakers from my calf on down, and he took a picture with all the girls was behind me, and all you see is these white Adidas and these beautiful black different style boots, and I guess it did fit into my foot fetish thing.
At least you finally admit it that it's a thing.
I never said it wasn't a thing. I mean, I like feet. I mean, pretty feet. You gotta have pretty feet. I don't want no hammer times and all that stuff. You gotta have a nice foot, and I appreciate a good foot and a beautiful heel. And I actually, it ain't really.
That's
it's
why
not
you
really,
like James Brown so much.
Listen, it's not even the foot thing. It's not feet. Like you don't have to put it in peanut butter and smear it on my face
Every
and all
time
that.
I play that song,
the
you go
hell? Where
crazy.
is this going?
I'm just letting you know the fetish. Is,
I don't want to see your browser history.
It's just the attraction of a beautiful foot in a beautiful shoe.
Yeah,
that's
let's clean it up.
That's it. I mean, but people make it like I want to open a female shoe store.
There's a boomerang.
I want. Hey, I got a female. Listen, what my shoe store gonna be called? Don't nobody. I could trust y'all. It's these others.
Yeah, it's just us, huh? It's just us listening.
Toes are us.
Boy,
let me introduce our guest today.
I don't know if I can do anything after toes are us.
Right?
I'm writing that down for the title.
Oh Lord,
toes are us.
Toes are us.
Yo, Mike. So shout out to a little bit of Laura. Yo, and another shout out. We gotta go Elizabeth. She was she's the co-host here in the beginning. I just want to shout her out. You know what I mean? She's she doing her thing. She getting her life together. Got getting a job together, her family together. She's doing her thing out there. So I know everybody like, where's Liz? Where's Liz? Where's Liz? And I'll be like, yo, I'm in touch with Liz on Facebook, and Liz is doing very well. And I just wanted to give her a shout out for continuing to do well. Because she's another one that felt like quitting and thinking that doing good is a bad. Because you really doing good, man. All hell break loose, and it make you feel like, damn, wow, I could have just continued doing bad if it was going to be this much of a struggle. But shout out to my man Mark Mills too, man. Do not get weary in doing good things.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't want to preach to y'all today, but I kind of do, because I have someone who, after reading the bio, it's like we have so much in common. So let me introduce the guest that brought the guest. Usually company don't bring company, but
this company do.
They bullied me. They like, June 6th, you got to guess. I was like, what? I said, yeah.
Sorry, I ain't mean to do that.
And tell that other person,
sorry,
they got to get another date.
I ain't mean to do that.
Because we got something good coming with us. Shout out to DJ CL Smooth and Miss Bev Brooks from the CL Smooth and Bev Brooks show on WBNC Breaking Chains Radio. My Wednesday night family from WBNC way back Wednesdays.
Yes.
And then they got the Friday night or Thursday night?
Friday
night. Bev Brooks, CL Smooth Show. You might check them out on the Car Chronicles.
Hey, Laura.
They like two little old couples.
You know what?
They be driving in the car. Sound like my Aunt Pa Kettle. What you want to go this way for, Mr. Brooks? Well, I'm going to go this way because I feel like it. Well, if you going to feel like going this way, yo, they will have you crying. I mean, like, yo, this need to be a TV show. The Car Chronicles. Ain't that what they're called?
Car Chronicles.
Car Chronicles with Bev and CL Smooth.
Yes.
And he's also my DJ. And we got a lot of things going on. We got a big show July 2nd. Please, all y'all come out to the July 2nd. Milk Boy presents the trilogy.
Yes.
Album release party and concert by Supreem the Resurrector. Music by CL Smooth. We got some amazing artists on there. And
can't forget my boy Exotic D.
Oh yeah, Exotic D. We gonna bring him out of the.
I was.
Let me tell you about D though. I said D. If I put you on this flyer, you gonna come through? He was like, let me see. He was like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to make it. I said, why? What happened? He's like, June 2nd. I said, July 2nd. Oh yeah, I can make that. That's my man. D be so busy.
I know. But I was just over D crib the other day, man.
Did you?
Yeah, I went over there because he hit me while I was at work. I went over there, and man, let me tell you, the boy is excited because he got a new product.
He got a chance.
He got the phase system.
Yo.
So
D got everything it takes to become an astronaut. If you only use your power for good.
Man, listen.
But I'm glad you and him is.
Yeah,
but like I say, man, D's my best friend since 13 years old. We've been DJ Supreme, MC Supreme, and DJ Exotic D all through our whole life since 13. The Regulators, he was the DJ.
Yep.
Diatribe, he became their DJ and put me in as a featured MC. We got all the way to the end, to where we at now. And my man's just been busy. He's been driving trucks, and like I said, I had this big payday gig down in Reading.
Yep.
And DJ CL Smooth out, and I kept them separate. I was like, DJ Exotic D is Supreme, the Resurrector's DJ.
Yep.
CL Smooth is 144,000 chosen few, and when I'm with Judah Priest is DJ. I said, man, but CL Smooth CL Smooth is a hustler. I don't know if you know, a couple things move CL Smooth like dollar sign. You say money,
I'm out.
He out.
I'm gone.
And that's with everything. So I've been with CL Smooth for like a year as the DJ for 144,000. Anytime D can't make it, I always call CL Smooth. But I had this big gig that paid a lot of money.
Yes.
Sugar Hill Gang pulled out of a show in Reading, and they recommended me to fill in for Sugar Hill Gang.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm there. And they was like, well, can you, it's what, about 12 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yep.
He said, can you be in Reading about 6? I was like.
No, it was earlier than that.
Yeah, we had to be there early. So, so this me, I called D. D missed the phone call. I called CL Smooth. He was like, I'm there. Matter of fact, I'm telling my wife I'm taking the truck.
Yep, that's right.
How much I'm getting?
Yep, I'm out.
I said, you're getting this much. And we got a hotel room.
Yep.
We got a voucher for free food and drinks.
Oh man,
I ain't never been treated like this in my life.
It was on.
I went down there, man, and I was one that was late, but CL Smooth got there before me, and I was so nervous. People like congratulations. So I keep missing the exit.
Yeah.
I kept missing the exit, and this exit, the Philadelphia Turnpike. I know I paid $20 getting off and on the turnpike because I kept missing my turn. And I said, look, and you know, the devil busy. That's why I said, man, the devil's something else. And I was just like, yo, I'm going to miss this money. I cannot miss this money.
That money, bro.
And he was like, hey, man, where you at? And I'm like, I'm almost there. Knowing I'm going the other way. I'm going back toward Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was funny.
And I said, is my DJ there? Oh, yeah, he's set up and everything.
He on the stage.
He on the stage now. He said, he killing it. He would send me video of what CL was doing. And CL had the joint rocking. So he said, look, all you got to do, I said, what you need when you get here? I said, I just need a bathroom and a water. And point me to the stage. I got there. There's a bathroom. Right, I pulled up to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Got out the car. Went up the ramp. They had a microphone in the glove water, and they said, "Matter of fact, do your thing, man." And CL was already doing his thing.
I was already rocking. As soon as he gave me the cue, it was
killed
on.
it. And we killed it. And he was like, "You ain't got to do long. You just do 20 minutes." I was like, We gonna get that much money for 20 minutes?
Right. Right.
All right.
Right.
And that day, I said, Lord, that's when I was like, I ain't never doing nothing free. I've been doing like I ain't know my own worth. Cause I'm thinking you gotta grind. You gotta give it away till one day somebody want to pay you.
Nope.
I was like, nah, man, we worth this much. Let me introduce my next guest. He gave me the look like, excuse me?
Yeah,
Let me tell you something. First of all, I'm going to tell you this. Eugene Napoleon. How I never met Eugene Napoleon in 30 years of music is beyond me.
Hey, it's beyond us.
And you can blame Judah Priest.
It's beyond us.
And baby, I ain't D bashing. I gave D a compliment. I always look out for D.
I got to look now.
But listen. Bev Brooks, beautiful lady. My daughter said, you are so pretty. She said, I see her get somebody that pretty.
Oh, Lord. Since junior high school, man. Junior high.
I didn't stop putting I put too many people business on the radio.
Man, listen, bro. It is
I do it every Wednesday, though.
Absolutely.
Okay. Every Wednesday. I will tell you the truth. But my next guest, I don't believe, so I blamed you, the priest, for one, because I remember when he did the show, Rahway, New Jersey. Big arena. I said, why is Supreme, the Resurrector, ain't on that show, and CL Smooth spinning for me too? I said, I ain't gonna say nothing. And he was like, he called me, hey man, you know I got this cat. He bad, man. He know everybody. He got Total. He got a law. I think he know Bobby Brown. No. So Eugene Napoleon is in the building finally, finally. And so I read your bio, and I'm really interested because I'm really interested because you actually do what I do. You got one foot in entertainment and one foot in education. And the education part is motivational speaker and teacher, educator, special education. You're a real teacher. I'm a mentor. I'm a mentor, which is a teacher, but you actually got the plaques and stuff to prove yourself. And when you on the wall. And when you looked at me with that look, I know why you looked at me with that look.
Absolutely.
Because you're a manager.
Definitely.
And you know what I never had?
A manager.
A manager.
No, your skill set, listen, I think 25 years in this game. Shout out to my beautiful wife, Naya. Promotional stuff is cool.
Right.
But when you get to a certain level, there's no, your music speaks and resonates, to other people. You supposed to be paid for that.
I know.
That's not a free. Now, again, it doesn't mean that you're charging an arm and a leg and mortgage, but
right. And I always wanted just to be fair. Like my thing is, I'm giving you a goods and service.
That's right.
But the people make it seem like I'm asking. You gonna ask for some money? I'm like, cuz, like seriously, like, do you see my body of work and do you see what I do? I done been around longer than you. And
Absolutely.
You don't want to give me no money. Oh man, you know we ain't gonna get no money from this, man. You know, put that money back for pre-max for some of it.
There you go.
But I'll be like, yo, but now I say I'm not leaving the house without $150. That's for me and a flash drive doing 3 songs. $150. We talk.
I'm gonna have you laughing.
It is.
I'm gonna have you laughing at this, and I've told anybody that I've ever worked with, they know, and they'll probably be laughing when I say this because the God's honest truth. Listen, you need to get whatever your rent or mortgage is. That's what you charge people.
Wow.
Yep.
Absolutely. So therefore, if you do one show and you can't do nothing else, you could at least pay your rent or your mortgage.
Man, I've been on a whole tour. I had a per diem of about $10 a day.
Nah,
but that tour got me national. It turned me to a national name. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you gotta take fall on your sword. Sometimes you fall on your sword for the bigger picture. Like I was on a national tour for like 10 months, 12 months. And not saying this girl took care of everything. Hotel, Whitney Payton, she took care of everything for me. I didn't pull out and I got an opportunity to do one of my best songs, Gimme, which is featuring her. It was the last song of her set. Like the thing she did for me, she didn't have to do none of it. That's why I always try to do what she did for me for other people. I'm just not there yet. But I want to do it. I want to help people so bad because this girl looked out for me and put me on from a regional artist to become and then the celebrity boxing, getting ready to box Stitches, during that time put me on another plateau. Mm-hmm. So the tour I seen all 50 states doing music, maybe twice some places I could tell you like people waiting on me because I'm saying I come to the town, I'll be partying up. I just get to know people, and I get to know the people and the people that I've gotten to know and the homies that I got to know. I done been through every hood. Like a lot of shows was in the hood. So, I was she a little white girl, so I was a protector. So I learned, and I seen every night. After her set, she go downstairs, promoter give her that envelope. Then when I start opening for her, because the opening act dropped off, I started getting a little envelope for the opening act. And I was like, from that day on, I was like, I'm not doing this for nobody else without getting paid. So then I laid it down. I'm not coming out without that $150, right? But then we did the CL thing. I was like, we got paid kind of like what we were supposed to really get. Because I was like, if we got this amount of money, how much were they going to get a Sugar Hill Gang?
Exactly.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
So anyway, I seen how that's the tour I was on, and I seen crowds, I seen fans, I seen what people that know my words. And I just said, see, that's why I said you talking. We're gonna get into your management part now. We're gonna get to the education part first.
Sure.
But I want to get to the management part because, like I said, this is also an educational. Yeah, Rob Schwartz on here yesterday talking about distribution.
Right.
So now we're gonna get in. We're gonna talk about managers. You know what I'm saying? Why is it so hard for good artists to get good managers? Or when that marriage do happen? I married, but I married my damn ass. But no, but when that marriage do meet good artist, good manager, put it together, success. Why is that combination so hard to get? Because I done had every kind of raggedy manager that you could ever name.
Well,
I'm sorry.
No, listen, you being real with it. Your energy that's what's up. I love it.
I apologize.
Truth of the matter is this. Listen.
That's him. He wouldn't laugh. I wouldn't have laughed.
You have to, I really believe, first off, in this industry, the music entertainment industry as a whole is so difficult because people gravitate to the wrong things, first off. As an artist, I'm looking at you, and I told you when we first walked in here, man, I love your music. Your music is dope.
Right. Appreciate that.
And I've been in this game 25 years. So for this and I thank God this is the first time I'm meeting you because it's organic, it's authentic, and that's really what it's all about. But managers is the same thing. I hate managing. Me, which sees what you get. But my wife, for 25 years, I say I'm her manager, but my wife is smart. She's a very, very smart, heady woman. She knows her business.
Right.
So we make a good team in that sense, but we both come from the sports world. I'm a former professional athlete. She's a former athlete. And we put this thing together. I started my record company 25 years ago for her.
Wow.
Because this game, and I'm going to be straight 100, the music entertainment industry, entertainment as a whole, you're dealing with morally, corrupt people.
Oh, yeah.
They're morally bankrupt in the first place.
We were just talking about that last week.
So for me, it's hard for me to be in that type of element. I don't do well in that setting. So what you see again is what you get. I'm street. I'm going to treat people straight. So when you're looking from a managerial standpoint, most people don't look at talent that way.
Right.
They look at talent. They look right. You're a commodity. I'm a former professional athlete, so I wound up firing my agents and doing my own contracts.
Wow.
Once I realized, okay, you're not going to go and you're going to devalue my worth because of what you want to get out of it. A team is not going to. They dealt with me. I became a sports agent when I retired because they dealt with me. This guy knows what he's doing. He's trying to be fair for both, and it's not hard to do. Be fair for, in your case, the artist.
Right.
In whatever venue you're negotiating with.
That's all I want is just fair.
It's right. And if people know that they're both winning at the end of the night, people coming to see you because you're the artist, right?
Right.
If I manage you and I'm saying, listen, Preem gets X amount, but I already know you sold X amount of tickets. This is why Preem gets X amount.
Right.
It's all we're all good. We're clear with that.
Right.
But when you go the other way, they go to the venue first, managers. Talk to the venue owner. Yo, check this out. I'm going to get Preem in here. You going to give me X amount on the back end. I'm going to give him $2. Now, you sitting there.
Some raggedy managers.
Right?
We seen that before.
You didn't see the face value of the contract.
Nope.
So they're going to give you 10% of something that they already made 80% off of before you got your 10%. And you're still going to pay them their 20%, which is crazy. But this is why even Total, God bless every last one of them, they understood. I changed the game because we read the contracts either together, plus I did all of their contracts. So I made sure if a promoter sent me a contract, we read it together, every word.
That's love.
And make sure you understood. And then I told them, and they hated this, but if you deal with Total, here's how you're going to have to pay them. They get separate wires.
So one for each member.
That's exactly right.
That's fair.
Period. To make sure I don't touch it. They get separate wires.
That's what Biv DeVoe did for Boys the Men.
Right.
All his artists, he get his cut.
Yep.
And they get each person.
That's right.
Each member of Boys and Men get their own wire.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
That's
say
right.
Biv got the money first and then he broke it down to us. Like they broke Biv off and then they broke them off.
It's the way it should be. And you should have, as an artist, and I know managers get, oh, Nap, don't say that. Listen.
Please.
Every dollar that's on the table, you should know about.
Oh, my God.
There should not be a contract written or even discussed without you being on the phone.
See,
those other agencies that we dealt with, they knew when they called, all right, what we talking about? That's what we talking about? Okay, I'm going to bring my group in.
Now, see, the funny thing about that is when I'm an older guy now, so nobody play with me. I want to know everything. I want to know where my money going. I want to know where my money coming in, and I want to know everything. And I done read the contract. And shout out to Richard Waller. That's my business manager. He don't want to be no manager, but he's a good business manager. He know them contracts. He know that. My lawyer was like, yo, keep him because he actually going to save you some money on lawyer fees because he knows what he's talking about. And I trust him. I mean, big homie got to have a big homie. That's why I said sometimes a mentor needs mentors to keep mentoring. But but I'm going to ask you is, when did you come out of football? Because going into sports, going into professional football, you played for the two teams. What was Florida and
played for the Tampa Bay Storm and the Orlando Predators.
Right. So
then I went to the CFL.
Now was that? Because I was saying when you reading the contract, I don't even want to. I'm gonna backtrack a little more.
Sure.
Like, was your education? Did you go for lawyer or business management? Like
education.
Yeah. So you wanted to be a teacher,
right?
From day one.
My sister.
Let's just get your life story.
Yeah. I'm a kid, man.
What size diaper did you wear?
It was large.
lot of poop.
I'm from Marion Garden Project. Shout out to Marion Gardens, Jersey City, New Jersey.
Jersey City, though. There's a lot of gyms come out of Jersey, Jack.
Exactly. My 9-year-old sister saved my life when I was 4. Wow. She gave her life for me in a house fire, one of the biggest house fires in the history of JC back then.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got older to understand what life really was about, you know what I mean? I wanted to give back. So the educational piece to me, it was always something that was natural. And when I played, I would go and do sign autographs and stuff in these little schools. And it would always be the special ed department. They would have little kids in trailers or they wouldn't be in the main building. I went home and I was telling my wife, I said, this doesn't make any sense to me. These kids, they don't get a chance to see the whole thing because maybe their behaviors or whatever the case may be. So I started talking to the superintendents in those particular schools and or the principals, and they would tell me, well, I don't know, the BD, behavior disability kids, we can't bring them in the building. I said, are you kidding me?
Right.
So I would go to them.
Right.
Would ask them, when I'm done here, I'm going to go out to the trail. Are you sure you want to do that? Yeah.
That's me.
You know what I mean? So
that's me all day.
after doing that for a while, I
I don't
realized.
even want to see the regular kids.
Right,
I'm going to hang out with these guys.
I realized what my calling was. Wow. I really do. Preem, I understood, and I think that's what happens when you understand your purpose.
Hell yeah.
And God brings you face to face with your purpose. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about any of that. It was, I wanted my sister's death not to be in vain.
Right.
So everything I do, even now, it's all about legacy. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party. Anything I've ever accomplished in my life, I give credence to God and credence to her because my mom, my life was set at 4 because I'm not supposed to be here.
Wow.
I'm supposed to have been dead at 4. So I take that seriously. Anybody that deals with me knows, listen, I'm a fun-loving guy until you cross me.
That's real talk.
But I think that's anybody though.
That's real talk.
You know what I mean?
Anybody that's real.
That's
Yeah,
real
put it
talk.
that
Anybody
way.
that's real. I mean, listen.
So from the okay, you growing up, and I'm assuming because most athletes, especially when they get to the level to get into professional sports, you've done it since Pop Warner.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was you always a running back, or did
Always.
you play
I was
everything?
always a running back.
Okay.
And to God be the glory, because sheesh.
I'm saying because I'm just the only reason I'm dwelling on that is because once you make it, because I got a couple guys at my school that we got selected to be mentors. Mm-hmm. I'm a professional artist. I'm an MC to the day they say I ain't. But they played overseas basketball. So, you know, whatever COVID or whatever got them back in the States, and their education or their sociology degrees or whatever got them into the school.
Right.
I ain't got a degree the first. But they trust me. The kids trust me. The people who hired me trust me. They like, no, this is your calling. I'm like, I want to be a mentor. I mean, I do, but I want to sell a million. I want to be Bruno Mars. so like I said, I'll get to my dilemma later. But I just want to get back into you. But I'm saying, reason I say that is because most people, when you become, like I said, you cross over to the professional league, it's like you trying to get to the Eagle now, or you know, whatever team you want. You know, you would get traded to.
Yes, the Eagles.
Yes,
well,
the Eagles.
You know,
we're not gonna go there.
See, here we go. Here we go.
Now you're gonna get me upset.
Here we go.
Well, I'm saying he might have another team. He like.
Here we go.
Oh, I know.
Oh Lord.
What's your team?
Cowboys.
Absolutely.
From day one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tony Dorsett and I are like that. That's my guy.
Number 33.
Listen.
You a Dallas Cowboy fan?
Yeah. That's why I said Preem is me and you against
my girl
them
is a Dallas. She on there now. Probably, yeah, Dallas. I know something about them I like.
Oh Lord.
Absolutely.
You gonna see why she gonna pop up there? But you achieve. But you know, most guys and I'm just going to the professional, the professional student that's an athlete that come from football. Because them coaches make you eat, drink, sleep, plays. You got to be dedicated, and most of the time you don't really have time to really work. They give you like them easy classes.
My mom's, God bless her, the great.
Because I'm like, you must have had some hard classes in school to become just education itself.
My mother didn't play that.
Jesus. And I'm saying that you playing football and you got to be something, because you know there's 1,000 million college people that play football that don't necessarily go to no professional team. So the ones that actually do go to a professional team and get a hard caseload, like you must have been something really in you that's really I guess go for it, or like focus. Because you couldn't have partied but so much, and you couldn't. Even the team usually they had the best parties was the football team.
Well, I went to
running back too.
I went to WVU, and everybody would say, "Well, that's the #1 party school in the country." Yeah, it was when I was there back in the mid '80s, and to this day, it still is.
Jesus.
But
I'm just impressed. I'm sorry. I mean, I ain't trying to be like trying to analyze you or do the Oprah thing, but I'm just like, God, how you play all that football and still get the degree? And I'm impressed because I read the contracts. I was like, he must have took some business, or he is smart, because contracts is no joke.
It's no joke. I write them, read them. When I retired from playing, I was fortunate to go to Wall Street, so I worked on Wall Street. So you put the things together.
You Forrest Gump
numbers.
This the reason why I keep my friends away from you sometimes.
This is I ain't read the Wall Street part. I'm sitting here like.
Yeah. So when you talk about crunching numbers and all that stuff and doing, the contracts and analytical part of it, financial literacy is important. And a lot of times athletes don't understand that. Right. Artists don't understand that. Producers don't understand that. So the other catch 22 to this too, being a good manager, I believe, is you're supposed to open doors for your artists when they don't understand that stuff. So bringing them into Wall Street, let them understand what prop investing is all about and how to take care of their money. And again, man, I just hate when I say this, but it's the truth. My job is to get you to a point where you don't need me.
We always need a good match.
No. Because if you do it right, and your career is right, and your career is what it's supposed to be, I would tell why pay me 20, 15, 10% or something that you should keep for yourself? I'm supposed to teach you, look, here's what it is. If you get this amount of money,
I think that's the teacher in you. Because most managers be like, you're going to need me
exactly.
when you're on life support. I'm
you don't want them to pull the plug.
I'm going to get 20% of that life, okay?
You're right. But, again, that's really being honest. And my job is supposed to get you to the next level. And that's all the way through, not just in the entertainment industry, but you're going to be a human being for how long you're going to be an artist.
Yep. But then, so you professional football, that gotta be What make you want to come back? First of all, most professional athletes, they gonna be professional athletes. Right. First, they're gonna play till they run their legs off, right? Or they like, look, sit down.
You old now, sit down.
Put this microphone in front of you. Can you analyze?
Right.
I mean, but either way, they go into further into sports,
right?
Until you the Sugar Ray Leonard at the fights.
You will laugh at something. I was a sports agent for 10 years.
Yeah, like
so. Cheryl Swoops was one of my clients. 80% of the N1 roster. I still represent main event to this day. Him. Oh yeah, Wally. Shout out to Wally. That's my guy.
That's from my era.
That's my guy. Good dude, really good brother. So I did do that for 10 years. And after when my son got out of high school and went to college,
right.
That's when I stepped away from it because I wanted to just be a father.
Okay.
And watch him develop. And he followed my footsteps. He went to West Virginia for 2 years, and he transferred to another school. And it was good putting the agent hat down because NCAA, here's what it is. You're a sports agent, so you and your wife can't take him out to dinner. What?
They bought him.
Well, you can't because if you pay for that's extra benefits.
You pay for it. Yeah.
What?
That's crazy.
So my thing with them was, listen, stop. Sit down. This is our son. So we can't take him out and buy him a steak.
That's crazy.
And if we did, I couldn't talk any sports around him.
He could lose his benefit.
Right. So couldn't talk nothing. So I'm like, okay. After 1 year of that, I said,
son,
no,
good.
Eat this piece of steak and don't say nothing.
You still doing?
Chew faster.
So I just decided
slipping $25. Yeah, you say
you got it.
You say it. You pay for it.
Yep.
I decided. I said, man, listen, being a sports agent, it was cool, but it ran its course.
Right.
You know, it ran its course.
Now, but I don't think there's, like you said, there's no business that's raggedier than music business. I don't know how we even still got one of these things. And I'm still trying to be, you pull me out of music business, you got to fight me. That's how bad, I want to be in this dirty, raggedy business called music. And I think it's because I don't even know if I want to be in a music business per se. I just want to do what I'm good at, which is entertaining. Now, once again, how did you get from sports agent, professional athlete to
this business?
Total? Oh, for those, I know Mike didn't know who Total was, so we tried to give him a black lesson. He was a Total.
I'm looking through the screen. What?
Can't you see?
Were they ever on Psychopathic Records?
Oh, see, if it wasn't a Juggalo, he don't know who it is. ICP. But anyway, I sent him clips.
I thought it was a cereal. I'm sorry.
Oh, I sent him clips.
I'm not trying to be mean. I really just don't know who they are.
I sent him clips. Right. It was doing the one dance.
You know what I'm saying?
I said, you ain't seen it with the white on. But anyway, how did you end up getting with Total?
Pamela Long. That's like my little sis. God bless her.
Pam.
Yeah.
That's the cool one. That's the one that she looked like she'll punch you in the mouth.
And she will. In Jesus' name, she will.
Was you there? Was you there when they was outside? Can we beat up Wendy?
Well,
I was out of town that day. I was out of town reading contracts that day.
Oh God!
I was fortunate enough to have them.
Laura said he's white.
The tail end of their career. Okay. The last 4 to 5 years of their career, and the cool thing was Pam. I was introduced to Pam. A good friend of mine, Jesse Simpson, brought Pam to my house actually, and he was working with her at the time. And one thing led to another, and we became so close from day one. I would actually go and look over some of her contracts with other people was working with her.
Right.
And it got to a point. She said, "Bro, listen,
you might as well do it."
Right. She said, "Come on." And she came to the house. She talked to my wife. We all sat down, and literally that's little sis. You know what I mean? So I told her, "Listen, I got you." Until the wheels fall off.
So you didn't know her before. You knew her through somebody introduced you.
Right. Somebody introduced me to her, and that was many years ago. And it was a blessing in disguise because a lot of people didn't understand. Pam was doing her solo stuff. Once Total broke up a few years back, she was doing her, and she was doing well with it.
Wow.
So by the time she came to me, she already had her own. Again, she had her platform.
Right.
You know what I mean? And one thing led to another. I did 2 or 3 things with her as a solo artist, and then she decided to get back with the group.
Right.
and then her and Kima got back together. And for starters, a lot of people told me it never worked just with the two of them.
Yeah, they had a fall
And it
out,
did.
didn't it?
And it worked.
Right.
And it
I'm
worked.
saying, man, because I see a lot of these older groups getting back together.
Yeah.
Even if they had problems with each other, it's like, look,
it's time to get some
time,
money.
It's time to get some money.
Yep.
And we can get over. We older now. Like you guys, people that you in like in high school that you be like, I can hang out with this guy now. You know, he's a punch me in the mouth. There you go. See, Mike even knew how to bring him up.
There you go. All right.
There you go.
I'm proud of you, Mike.
There you go.
Kima, Keisha, and Pam.
The question is, do you know where they are now, though, Mike?
Yeah, I send him some videos and stuff. He a little bit better.
Yeah, okay. All right.
No, he's still.
All
right. He only
well,
does.
listen, I'm going to tell you this. They are the 13th best female recording group in the history of our illustrious music entertainment industry.
They was they were like the you know how Mary became the queen of hip hop soul? They always kind of but they always put me in the mind of like the new age Supremes. I mean that to me. I love Toto. I was a bad boy for life.
Yeah.
Quick walk on it. You know what I mean? But so so did you back to your business. You met, so you was married to a singer Naya before, because you keep saying like
way before.
You talking about her like y'all knew each other in college or
did
early in education.
We did, yeah. We
was
did.
she on the back? Like I read her stuff too. So like she's the coach now, assistant coach.
She's at Middlesex. Yeah.
So was she playing sports too when
she
you
was?
So how did you find out she sang?
Now you're gonna laugh at this. My shout out to Lisa, my stepsister. Lisa introduced me to my wife when we were in college, right?
Okay.
And I'm home on break from West Virginia, and she says, "You got to meet this girl, Tracy. Oh my, she's averaging 40 a game. She's killing them." Wow. And my thoughts were, being arrogant. Well, if she that good, then why is she over there? Right? Not knowing this whole story. My mother-in-law, God bless her soul, to the grave she went, did not. Tracy's the baby, so she wasn't leaving New Jersey. Right. You gonna stay right here in one of these where I can keep an eye on you. That's what it was.
See you.
Right. So I went to a game.
Nasty football man coming.
He want to do the Heisman Trophy on you.
Oh, you stay put. What you want, nasty running back?
I see you got big hands. What do you want?
Let me tell you something. I went to her game. She had like 44 points.
Wow.
Like 18 assists, 12 steals. And when the game was over, I'm seeing people resonate to her. They all crowding her. I'm like, whoa, okay.
And you still in the college
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you in your
so I'm
sports thing
seeing,
too?
right. I'm like, okay, she is good. We started talking, and it was so funny. My sister says, well, you got to hear her sing.
Wow.
So I'm like, what? She sing too? Wow. So literally she had maybe 10, 15, 12 notebooks full of songs.
Oh,
she writes her own songs.
Songwriter, that's that money.
What? And she started saying some stuff, and I'm listening. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, you really can sing.
The stars went around the bling.
I'm like, wow. So when we got together, the funny thing was, I said to her, look, my agent at the time was Ron Gross, and she was good enough to play professionally. I said, well, let's see if we can get you overseas. He hit her with the you're only 5'8", 5'7", whatever. You're too short to go overseas. I told her, I said, when I'm done, I'm going to get you a contract in WNBA.
Wow.
Right? Sure enough, I wound up representing Cheryl Swoops and became really good friends with their head coach and general manager at the time.
Right.
The next year, she went and worked out, and I mean, killed him. Wow. Killed him. Unfortunately, the Houston Comets did everybody. They didn't need her at the time. Right. My boy said, bring her back around to our opening camp, and I'm going to make sure that she gets a solid look. Went out there for 3 days in Detroit, lit them up. Nancy Lieberman Klein wound up offering her a free agent contract to come to camp. Wow. And gave her 48 hours to make a decision whether or not she would show up at camp. And she came home at the time. Our son was really young, and she said, I just wanted to see if I can get a contract. I'm good.
That's what's up. I mean, but
and that's a true story.
But either way, a singer came out of that like a professional singer. Like
absolutely.
Like so, the notebooks turned into
gems,
CDs, and
everything. When we started, the first thing she did.
I was about to say, did you start your label?
I started because of her.
Okay,
yeah.
So
that was the first thing. The first thing I did was she started her own publishing company. It's the first thing we did.
Right.
Then I started the label. Shout out to Russell Rosenthal, Wall Street.
What was the name of the label?
At the time, it was Nap Records.
Okay.
Yeah. Firstly,
don't sleep.
It was,
right. More to come.
My bad.
It was Nap Records.
That's my marketing.
There it is.
My marketing mind just said Nap Records.
Nap
Don't
Records.
sleep.
Yeah.
Get up.
Don't be taking a nap on Nap Vision.
And we changed it early 2000 to Nap Vision Entertainment because I have documentaries and film and bio like books
further.
and all that stuff. So we switched it to Nap Vision.
That's the entertainment, the books.
Right.
And you wrote 2 books.
2 books. Mm-hmm.
And what was the name of the books?
The first book was Dream Real. That was 2006.
Because you seem like a person that really you dream it or think it or
and then
talk
do it.
And do it.
And then do it, yeah.
Because a lot of people think that you dream it, it's supposed to hit you in the head, and next thing you know, you're a millionaire.
No.
But you got to do.
You listen, this is
I don't want to write the book, but
this right here is one of mine.
Effort.
You know, and this is a shirt. I actually just put this out maybe a month ago because I was in class talking to my kids about, listen, without effort, you can't do anything in life. And they click, you know what? Let me go ahead and call my guy. I want to do my effort line. So I have a driven line, an effort line. My wife has her own lines.
See, I'm up here messing up. I'm a mentor now. You got effort, vision. I'm
Get it together.
My don't funk that. My
kids got funk that all over.
All my kids got funk that bracelets.
Listen, there it is.
Your kids got effort,
vision,
and proofreading. You could play it.
Right.
I could get you the deal. I'm like, I don't know. Y'all can sing. Y'all my competition.
You said something about you guys was talking distribution the other day, right?
Yeah. Rob Schwartz was here last week.
Mm-hmm.
Who was our distributor as far as the record hit Judas and mine for Who Mag distribution.
Awesome.
In Jersey. And but he another one. The funny thing you said, he was in Wall Street too. That's what he got bored of Wall Street. He worked at a record label in college and learned the business. And then somebody always hit you with it. You gotta get a real job. And then he went to Wall Street and became a stock broker agent and took his little money and came back into music and started distribution. Now he works for Sony Orchard.
There it is.
Rob Schwartz. There
you go.
We just did the Omniverse. Me and Judah had a versus battle.
Get out.
3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago.
That's what's up.
Yeah. The Omniverse Supreme versus, like he took that and made it. Cause we were just gonna do it on Facebook or Instagram, talk about each other's mama and play some records.
There you go.
But
there you go.
He turned it into. We got Hennessy, Pepsi,
C4,
Bang energy drink as the sponsors with all these mixed mafia DJs, Wu-Tang Worldwide DJs, all these sponsors on the Twitch network. For King of the Dot.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Toxic Radio was in there getting footage. Shout out to all the media that was there, man. And we've been on the Force MD's morning show.
Beautiful.
Like we did, and this is just for me and him having an argument about who records is better than this. This is my friend of me.
Right.
This is my brother.
Right.
Man, I ain't start this. I never started this.
You don't start.
I'm the oldest.
You don't start that, huh?
But see how he kept my man from me. I'm saying like, yo, he should have been put me down with homie. I got more in common with him than he do.
Well, that's because like I said, people like to keep stuff.
I like,
he try to keep Nap in the pocket.
Yeah, and then you put him in your pocket, and you ain't pull him out either.
Well, yeah, he's here, ain't he?
You was like taking pictures. Like, this me and Nap.
But he here though, ain't he?
This me and Nap over here.
He here though, ain't he?
But hey, man, I appreciate. Like I said, this is there you go, right there. That's the devil himself. That's the king. I'll tell you how it's gonna end.
We had some fun.
I'm gonna kick his ass. That's my little artist, DCB. That's another bad girl.
That's what's up.
His artist is bad too. Keyshawn K.
Yeah.
Is but I'm saying, but that was just a vision that they turned.
See what you just did though? I love all of this because
that's internet management right there. That's another guest we had on internet management. These young kids, man, these young guys, they do all this visual and they put the eye candy together. They took some of the greatest pictures I've taken. Lacey B shot my videos. Like I'm just letting these young people do their thing.
Absolutely.
Like we can't do with these young people. I listen to my kids one thing I tell them, I said, me being your mentor and being a mentor as far as what I'm doing for you, what they paying me to do, you teaching me.
That's right.
Every day I learn something new.
Yes, sir.
It ain't what I want to hear all the time. I had remember that bad suit I had, my little matching shirt. Told me I dressed like an old man.
Yep.
I had to go get me some tight shorts that I got on today. With
got
all my stuff falling out my pocket.
That's when you went and got that sweatsuit.
But I'm hip.
That's when you went and got that sweatsuit to look like the Doberman Pinscher joint. You know what I mean?
All up on you. You know what I mean? Look like a Michael Jackson beat jacket with all the zippers be zipped up. I'm like this. Oh, yeah. But I'm young. I'm hip. I'm slick.
Kids will hurt your feelings. They tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. They will hurt your feelings.
Yo, OG, what's up? Oh, man. And it's fun, though, because, and the funny thing about it, they doing the summer. Like, nigga, I was like, yo, if they don't pick me up for the summer, which I know I'm coming next year, it's contracted. We're going to be I'm actually be under contract. They offering me an offer. You know, right now, we're doing the hourly thing. But then,
congrats,
you know what I'm saying?
Family.
So I'm in there. So they like, I said, well, I look like I'm going to have the summer off, even though they're going to have a summer camp. I said, I got to figure out how to get some money. I got to get on tour. I ain't make this much money in my life. Being a square, you know what I mean?
Right.
Music, you know, you get a lick every once in a while. I'll be like, man, this is some money right here. But it don't come often enough.
Right.
But this job is like every 2 weeks, no matter what. I know my check coming. And I've done a great thing, man. My soul feels so good giving them these little dudes what they need to be great young men. But they hit me with the summer thing, and I get to do the summer camp for 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, right? Summer camp, but it's Monday to Thursday. So I'm off on the weekends. I can do shows all over, and then I was like, man, God, I'm supposed to be touring again. What's up with that? Now I got a job.
Yeah, right.
But now to the question I was gonna ask you, what keeps you in the entertainment? I'm sure you do a lot with sports and help out. I'm sure people, hey, man, I got a question. Yeah. Athletes, young athletes. You probably got some of these kids going to be athletes, and you guiding them right. Like, what keeps you in one foot in education, one foot in the music, because you got your lady. She do her music, and she's still doing her too, because it's amazing. Like, you platinum selling, singing. We got a concert might be going down, and I'm like, and this is from educators.
Definitely.
Like, and I'm like, should I conform and just be like, am I killing some of the entertainer inside of me? Like, you gonna die. You ain't gonna do no more records.
No, not at all.
You gonna be a teacher.
Not at all. Because you're
I
doing.
don't want to be no teacher.
You're doing both. You're doing both. As a rapper, you're educating. You're educating them even when you on the stage rapping. You're educating people.
Yeah, my lyrics getting all squared now. I can't talk about booties no more.
Because I got too many kids listening.
I don't know which one of these teachers and principals is watching me. This is the ill thing. 10 years ago, I couldn't send no principal my stuff, right? Right. I send them my music now. They be like, that's so awesome.
Of course.
Yeah, I remember you came in the studio talking about, I wrote a song called what? The P and this, and I was like, evidently you did, because it's on paper.
No. I didn't know how nasty I was. I was like, yo, I was that nasty.
Oh, God. Yeah.
The P crusher?
Yeah, right. See?
You sure that was my song? See? I was like, you know what?
That's what they got the remix for. That's what they got remixes for.
But through the my kids made me change. I got 2 daughters. 19, 15. I'd go to the dance recitals. I go to everything. I just left the dance recital. I stood outside in the sun for 4 hours at 98 degrees to see my baby dance 2 times at the end. But I did it because I love my children. But when they was here, I was like, man, I can't. I want my kids to be able to sing every song I write.
Absolutely.
And you know, I got a dirty mouth sometimes, but it's getting cleaner and cleaner and cleaner.
Why you make that sound, Bill?
Really? It's because I slip up and say a curse word on WBNC. I know they got the Holy Ghost over there.
No, I think he actually has gotten better because he's been around me.
Because I don't want to have to deal with you.
Better. He's gotten better.
Deb is beautiful, but she's quick. She like a mother.
I told you. See, I'm not the only one.
I'm grown. I'm probably older than you.
You are.
I'm about saying you up here like I gotta honor you or something like. Oh, I'm your wife.
That's how all of y'all.
My shirt tucked in. My shirt tucked in.
You have that effect on people.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? I'm telling you what to do. tell him what to do. You don't tell me what to do.
You better get it together, Pre.
Yeah, I talk all this stuff. Look, I'm talking all this stuff. We on Toxic Radio. You can't spank me over here. WVNC, you can put your whole foot in my ass, but you can't do nothing over here.
I don't think Mike will have a problem.
And I can say ass.
Well,
I don't
ass
think
is
Mike-
good.
I don't think Mike would have a problem when you
Ass
put my
is good.
foot in your ass.
So you get a little evil ass. That's how I'm wrong with you.
Evil ass.
But that was a dilemma for me. Like I said, like, sometimes I'm glad I got to know you because it's like another brother. You be doing your thing longer than me. I'm efficient. I've been a mentor. I guess I was on school tours. I toured every high school and middle school and recreation center at one point with the brothers ex-offenders in the Mayor John Street. Wow. This is what we did. That's how I met the Furtado brothers. I met them when they was just coming home and gonna clean up their neighborhood and clean. Now they are King of Kings Foundation. They know everybody from 50 Cent. Like they are certified mentors. The Furtado brothers. They they go to school, and they in schools in Nebraska trying to change. They went from Queens to Baltimore, Philly, Nebraska, Milwaukee. Now they in Chester, where I'm at. Jersey, they about to come down there, down Jersey, and because they up there that North Jersey thing. They do the Furtados is bad, right? Wow. With the Bishop Billy Stanfield, Positive Impact Movement, and this is I was like they go touring and mentoring and speak and they speak. I just wanted to know like how did you? Apparently, once this gets in you, it don't come out.
It don't. And I'm gonna share this with you real quick,
please.
You're going to be on tour doing the same thing that they're doing with your music and as an educator. When my first book became a bestseller.
I ain't going to be square nothing.
No, you're going to be you. You're going to still be you. But the beautiful thing about it is, but everybody has their different lane. Right. And you have I'm a vibe person. You have a great energy, man. Right. And it's natural. I appreciate that. It's so people who are around good people, they want to keep good people around them. And here's what's funny. You can sit at a table with a joker that is don't have your best interest at heart. And you can read him the same way he reading you. Because the spirit is going to hit you. Nah, something wrong with that joke over there.
That's how I read you the priest.
You're a mess. You're a mess. But all jokes aside, you know what's going to happen? The other people at that table are going to say, no, we need to bring him in. Right. Forget this. We need to bring him in because he's going to unlock some things in our kids that they need. That's dope. And that's the most important thing. I did my first real tour, speaking tour, Verizon Wireless paid for it. When my first book became a bestseller. And I went to some of the worst areas that they wanted to put me in, and that was fine. It was cool. Listen, me and Main Event went and we had a great time. We spent 4 days a week in certain cities, certain states, for 5 weeks. On 1 week, off the next. On 1 week, off for 5 weeks. Wow. And it was a beautiful thing. And Verizon understood, listen, I'm not going to get in your way. Do what you do. Wow. You know what I mean? We'll figure out other ways to sell our phones, but do what you do with what you're going to give to these kids. We did 2 elementary schools, 2 high school, 2 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, 2 high schools a day. And listen, it was a beautiful thing. That's love. So I'm telling you, that's what it is. That's just another extension of what God is going to bless you with because of who you are.
And I ain't even one of them motivational speaker like me. I speak with my music.
Yeah, you are.
And
you don't even see. That's the funny thing. You don't even know it.
I don't know it because I've been
you are.
Like even with the school tour for 4 years. I did this for 3 years easy, and like we did the raw raise prisons,
right?
Scared because they took it to kick the kids and scared straight and all that. That's why I say when you say raw raise, just ring all kind of bells. I'll be like, oh my god! Like I was scared at 7 when I seen the first show, and I was scared when we went back up there to teach these kids that something is,
right.
But either way, but like I wasn't the one that was doing the talking. I'm the rapper,
right?
Although I would do the talking when we come down, and because everybody got a question for me, right? Because everybody want to be a rapper,
of course. So
they were like, man, he got the scientist, the English, the engineer, and they be like, when you got your record deal, and I tell them what I tell them, but I tell them about music, and because when I talk music, I'm fluent.
Of course.
I'm 30 years in this, man. It's like I'm fluent in music, but now I start looking, because now that I'm a mentor, a credible messenger, an AKA what the other thing they call us, urban specialist. Yo, dude, I started watching Tony Robbins and the other black guy that got the muscles, and I said, I got to learn how to get down on this mentor game. And these guys is prolific. My man, what's the older guy that's married to Gladys Knight for a little while?
Yes. Oh, I know.
And he got a mean testimony. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I know
Smart
exactly
people.
What you're talking about.
I cannot remember
one of the
his
best
name.
speakers in the world. That's how I know. But him.
I can't remember.
But brother, I know exactly who you're talking about. His message is ridiculous.
And he came from nothing.
Yes.
He was adopted.
Yes.
Not to tell his story, but I'm like, I can't talk like these guys. I mean, but when you give me that microphone and they give me the turntables and you doing the wheels.
Man,
but what happened was, I'm the y'all sit up. If y'all could stick through these speakers, this show gonna be the greatest thing you ever seen in your life.
Let me say
and
this
that
to
was
you.
me.
Preem.
But then they kept asking me questions.
You're saying you can't talk like them. They can't do what you do.
See, that's why I got to get to. Like, I'm really like
they can't do what
that's
you
what
do.
I'm saying. I need a guy like you to tell me when I'm tripping. Be like,
I tell you that all the time. You just don't listen to me. I tell you, boy, you just don't listen.
You don't even talk.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I tell you all the time, smack you in the back of the head, be like, come on, man, get it together.
I'm gonna cook some ribs for everybody but you. But that's cool. Anyway,
wait till I cook some more.
My people was like, when they gonna hand them dishes
Les
again?
Brown.
I was like, Les Brown.
That's it. Les Brown.
I knew one of them smart people was gonna say something with them smartphones,
Yeah,
but either way.
Your half. That's your half.
See, that's why.
My baby.
There you go. See, that's the reason
Go ahead,
why.
boom.
See?
That's why I need the right rib.
Les Brown.
You don't need no more spare ribs. That come from my uncle. Shout out to the Reverend Dr. Earl Carter. Rest in peace to my aunt that passed this last week. But I'm telling you, he another one. He's a big time preacher in Orlando, preaching for years, and super evangelist. Like he know all them dudes. Les Brown, all you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And he was like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. I was like, man, somebody lied to you. I am an MC. I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a rapper. I mean, but then it's like, that's the same thing that happened with TV. They're like, go on TV, do urban expression. And I was like, I'm not no TV. I'm a rapper.
But Supreme, the thing about it
Get a
is,
band. I'm not getting no band. I'm a
is
rapper.
that being a rapper is still lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
It's still words. It's still expressing something that is going on. So it's same thing as mentoring. Mentoring is nothing but you speaking the truth to these young kids to try to motivate them to be a better person.
To tap into what's inside them.
Exactly.
To make them a greater person.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So it's the same thing. You MCing, because you can make up lyrics that expresses what they're going through.
Wow.
So...
And I'm not running away from being a mentor. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not running away from it. I'm not trying to make no excuses. I'm not be like, yo, me and CL supposed to be on tour right now. Even though we supposed to be on tour right now. But no, that's I put that in the air last year, like especially pandemic and pre-pandemic. I was like, yo, when this is over, we going on tour. Like we could tour on the weekends. We could tour. I got breaks in the summer. Sometimes I might not do summer camp. But either way,
streaming.
Yeah, that's a new thing. Everything is new now.
But we just did a stream, and that's what we're going to talk about when we're done with this here. Streaming. You ain't got to go nowhere.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to go nowhere. And people in Japan will know who Preem is.
Yeah, that's what I like about Rob.
Yeah.
Schwartz also, man. His brother got distribution in China for clean artists.
Absolutely.
They don't set no artists, so all his box up is Supreme and whoever else is clean, and we can be seen her in Asia, Korea, and China. They just opened up the borders for clean music from America, only from Who Mag artists, which is me, and I guess whoever else is clean. But I was like, yo, I'm not running away from
keep it together.
I'm not running away from the responsibility. I just want to be good at it. I just want to do what I'm called to do well.
Well, you know what? From what I'm hearing, and that's exactly what you're doing.
I appreciate that.
That's exactly what you're doing. God is good, brother.
Yes, he is, man. Like I said, man, when I'm reading your information, I was like, "What? And what's your second book?"
Reflections.
Yeah, man.
Just put it out last January. Actually.
See, I'm reading this. I'm reading all this. I'm like, well, haven't I met him earlier? Like,
here we go again.
This is the guy that I needed to meet. This is the guy that's on the path that I'm on. Exactly. I'm looking at the other one.
What you looking at?
WBNC. We can't look at Judah, so we're gonna look at y'all.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna have ribs for everybody.
So what do you have coming up, and what do you have? Great. There you go. Wait, what's going on in the future? We got give your social medias out, because I always forget. I get so good in the conversation, I forget to make sure you tell us, and we're gonna get y'all's too.
No, they can find me Eugene Napoleon on Facebook.
Right
on. And it's actually just the same thing. It's on IG. It is WVU 33 on IG.
Yep, I just friended that today.
We
We weren't even friends on none of this stuff.
But you saw how you saw how quick I wouldn't accepted it.
Yeah. I said,
I'm sorry. I kicked somebody else.
I was about to say
out the
he
way.
had 5,000 people. I was like, well, I ain't gonna hear from him about another.
No.
I said, first of all, he probably gonna want to meet me first. Then be like, I'm pretty sure he worth kicking somebody else.
No,
off.
as soon as I saw, I'm like, I got
it was like,
to get this.
It's a friend. I said, oh wow, I'm honored.
I got to get this.
Because usually, like, so I be like, if I get 500 or 5,000, and I got to kick somebody off, I got to meet this person. I got to make sure this person ain't crazy. You know what I mean? But we got your website up there, like
Appreciate
right there,
you.
man. We got,
Appreciate you.
Yo, he got a lot going on. Like I'm saying, I was like, this is a plethora of stuff, man. I was like, man, I ain't got none of this stuff on my little mentor thing. I was like, my next show is.
No, you gonna listen, man. You definitely gonna get.
I just want to be good at it. I want to be a Furtado brother. I want to be.
No, you want to be
Supreme.
You want to be you.
I do. I am. I'm me. But I just be wanting to get. I want to pull.
He just don't understand.
I
want to
pull the greatness.
Yeah.
He don't understand his worth.
I understand it now.
And I keep
I bet
telling
you.
him.
I bet you when you
telling him once again, smack him in the back of the head.
I bet you.
Supreme
I
Tour.
bet you.
Yep.
I bet you when you ask me to do a show now, you be paying my mortgage. I got that from Nettown, baby.
Okay.
That's right.
Listen, I'm just.
How much is the mortgage this month? This how much I'm charging for this one show.
Double.
And then they're
you
gonna
gotta
be
pay
like,
me.
well, never mind, we ain't gonna get you no show. I'll be like, no, seriously, if I pay my mortgage, we split that, we good.
Okay.
I mean, I'm saying we gotta start somewhere, man.
Hey, man, listen.
I mean, but if I can get you a mortgage and get me a mortgage, that's what's
absolutely.
up. But in the meantime, if I get me a mortgage and you get some of that mortgage and we get another show, you know, and then we get to grow.
Yeah, we gotta hit that Reading again.
Oh my God, I've been trying.
You
know, pandemic. But guess what?
But it's
I just came
now,
from Ocean
brother.
City, Maryland. They ain't no masks on.
Oh, no.
They had we
It's
swam and
time
we
now.
partied. I said, yo, the world is here.
Yep.
July 2nd is our coming out party. I hope you come.
Yes.
Bring you and your lady. July
Yes.
2nd. You ain't gotta worry about no tickets on me.
Yes.
July 2nd is Milk Boy, 1100 Chestnut Street. The party. That's the first show. Well, I mean, we had some warm ups.
The first.
We had some warm ups.
That was the first one was on Germantown Ave.
Right, Milo's.
Yeah.
That was the first, full
little
set.
warm-up. Yeah.
But this is the first show on stage, sound system right.
Yeah.
Nice. 200
Man,
people
talk about that, bro.
Filled in. But I'm saying you ain't got to bring your speakers.
Exactly. That's why I said we ain't even gonna talk about.
Well, you volunteered. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Well, we had to sound good. We wasn't gonna sound like Mickey Mouse.
And I appreciate that. But everybody come out July 2nd. Where I'm gonna be? Milk Boy.
Yes, Milk Boy.
Celebrating the 3 releases that we did under the Milk Boy brand. I did Swing for the Fences, Paper Chase, which is the one that's out now.
Yep.
And the big one is gonna be Rise and Grind. You talk about a motivational song. This might get somebody saved. I'm trying to tell you. This might solidify me as the motivational speaker that I want to be. Because this song is called Rise and Grind. So that right there, you know what? I'll let you hear it when we get out. I'll let you check it out. Look forward to it. But this is gonna be the third and maybe the final chapter of the Milk Boy saga, and then we working on the Concoction, which is our own album.
Yes.
And then we gonna go on from there. And so we got a lot going on, man. And we got the shows is coming. The shows is coming. I can't tell you everything. Judah Priest got some shows for us. We doing some out of town joints. We doing Indiana and Colorado. So we moving.
Yeah.
Not bad for a guy no managers. we doing our thing, man. We all right. Only thing we doing, I think that we doing wrong, and this is from lack of management, is I believe a lot of times I shortchange myself.
Yep.
Because I be just wanting to get the gig. So I was like, yo, give me what you got instead of give me what I deserve.
That's what you
And that's what I'm learning now. Give me what I deserve. And there's a lot of no's that come after that. Shit, I ain't paying that. But then I'll be like, well, you know, it's your loss.
Yep.
Now you got Mickey Mouse on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
And your show sucks.
Exactly.
No? Whereas you could have been the party that you wanted it to be.
Exactly.
So that's so you two, WBNC, Breaking Change Radio, WBNC Radio.net.
Yes, sir.
I'm just giving you stuff. I work there too. Go ahead. What y'all got going on, Bev and CL? Y'all gonna be in the car arguing on the way home?
You can find us on IG at the original Bev Brooks and at WBNC Radio, at DJ CL Smooth. You can reach us at www.wbncradio.net.
And they go Naya, April 24th. That's old.
No, that's old. That was her concert.
Say that must be next year.
No, that was a streaming.
That was
Her
the
live
streaming
stream.
joint.
Yeah, the live streaming. Yep.
That's what's up, man. Hey, I'm looking
So
forward
the
to.
new-
You
the
gotta
new
bring
stuff
her,
that's
man.
coming up. Oh yeah, we definitely do
You
that.
gotta bring her one day, and we gotta talk sports and singing and platinum.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, she's your next interview.
I'm sure y'all call and tell me. Hey, what you doing? Hey, don't worry about May 17th. We the guests. And we got Eugene Napoleon and his wife too, okay?
And she bringing the plaque.
Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, thank you. Let me call the WBNC talking about, hey, yo, this spring, the next guest, ho, bro. This our show. This our station. We own this. You don't call and tell us who you bringing with us. We call and tell you if you could do this or not. On Toxic Radio, and I'm glad they did this. This is an awesome guest, man.
I appreciate you.
I'm sorry.
So where can they find you?
Yeah.
Oh, you can find me at Toxic Radio. You can find me at WBNC Radio. You can find me at Supreme DR, SUPREEMDR on Instagram, and Supreme the Resurrector on everything else. Facebook and everything else. And or hit the website, SupremeTheResurrector.com.
Yes, sir.
Or SupremeInTheNewExperience.com.
Yes, sir.
Holla.
We want to thank y'all. Peace.
Tell me when you coming back next time. And who you gonna bring?